Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. The other night, after I had ate supper and cleaned the kitchen and lay down on the couch and got on YouTube and was watching videos, I watched a video from No Hippie Barbecue. His name is Lyle, and he was making chicken fried steak. And it looked so good that I felt hungry again. It just looked wonderful. And I'm going to put a link to that video in the description box. But I had told him that we had just bought that day some cube steak that was on sale. We haven't had none in a while. So when I was first married 20-something years ago, my husband said this is about the only thing he knew how to make. He used to live on his own, so he could make cube steak. So this is the way that he makes it. And anyway, I told Lyle that we had bought some, and he told me to film it. So this is how I'm going to make cube steak. So it's two pieces, and then what my husband did, he cuts them up in smaller pieces. I had never cooked cube steak before we were married. Alright, let me get my banger thing. Alright, then he takes this, I don't know what this is called, meat tenderizer, I guess. Whoops. And then just bangs them out on both sides. I don't know why he cut them in smaller pieces. After we were married, I cooked some and I left them old. And he said he just likes them better this way. So, and it is pretty good this way. So, whatever floats your boat. This is how my mother-in-law makes it too. And it does stretch out your meat, makes it go further. So now I'm going to wash up my hands and we'll season it up. Alright, we've always just used salt and pepper. And we'll season both sides. And now I'm going to get my flour mixture ready. I'm just going to take some flour and I'm going to add salt and pepper to it too. And dip it in there. And I'll meet you at the stove. Alright, in my skillet I have my oil heating up, and you can use whatever oil you like. I'm just using some vegetable oil, and I'm just coating them with some flour. And it won't take these long to cook. Just want to brown them up on both sides. So let me get these browned up and we'll be back. And I will discard this flour, well, after I make my gravy, because you don't want to reuse this in nothing else, because I had raw meat in it, and that's why it just got me out a little. But we can use it for the gravy. My cube steak is almost done, and I will put them on a plate lined with some paper toweling. And then we'll make some gravy in the same pan, because see all these brown bits? That's very good and tasty. So I'll bring you back when I go to make the gravy. But here my steak's almost done. Okay, I'm ready to make my gravy, and I did remove a couple of spoonfuls of the grease because there was too much in there, I thought. And I have a plastic whisk to use on this pan. I'll add in some flour. Add a little bit more. You want to let this cook for a minute to cook that flour a little bit so it don't taste all pasty. Add just a little bit more. And I have my heat on medium. See all those brown bits in there? All that goodness. Okay, I'm going to check my biscuits real quick. You want to stay with this so your flour don't burn. Let it go another few seconds, and then we'll add our milk. Alright, I'm about ready to add my milk. Give that one a good little whisk. And whisk that in. I always like to add just kind of a little bit, and if it gets too thick we can always add more. And as soon as this starts to bubble and boil, that's how we can tell how thick it's going to be. I'm not going to season it no more because remember that flour had salt and pepper in it from where I dredged the cube steak. See, it's starting to get real thick, so I'm going to add some more milk. Alright, we're starting to boil. I'm starting to thicken up. And you can do this as thick or as thin as you like. I don't like my gravy super thick. Alright, we're about there. Alright, see it? It's boiling. And this is about the thickness of my gravy. So I'm going to call this done. Pull it to the back of the stove. And then let it sit there till I get my mashed potatoes made and my biscuits get done. And while it's sitting there, if it gets the skin on it, just sit and whisk it up and it will be fine. So I'll be back, show you a plate of it. Alright, here's my plate. And let me try the cube steak with the gravy. Let me get me a knife. This is real good, and that gravy's awesome. Anyway, please go check out Lyle's video when he made his chicken fried steak. It's posted in the description box. And anyway, I hope you enjoy.